deep and move. Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
Some parchment there. Looks official.
What's inside?
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, You know me already. But you'll have the honor of making up for my blunder here. I trust that you will. Then speak. Ugh, some crusty ballad monger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard. You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago by now. And for all our victories, we remain on the back foot. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. The songs would have you believe we saved the realm's entire. Perhaps we did. They simply refused to stay saved.
That flaming fist seemed kind. I keep looking at everyone and wonder whose side they're really on.
Good. You'll leave soon? Don't want any surprises.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Orders of the General. Absolutes chosen. Trusted me. Outside the inn, buried near graveyard, she found out. Squad captured, enlightened.
Please, I just want to be alone. Gone? Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up, cut us up, said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love, Dennis. Martin Dor, Roshan. I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis. I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye. Do you really think so? By the gods, I hope you're right. I wish I hadn't let go of him. It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me. What am I going to do?
Might be worth a look.
Victims of the Shadow Curse. At least they were afforded a burial. bastard. No time to rest? If not over, then through.
Blood, this is heavy.
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left. Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie. Rings a bell? Why? Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking! They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid. We'll see. Give me a while to put my imagination to work.
Stone or steel. I wish we had a bloody army.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Assume nothing.
Very well.
Greetings. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
Hello, my dear. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Playtime's over, pet.
Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Minthara?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting them out. Well, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's see about getting her priorities fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Minthara's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash? Incredible. You actually think you hold the winning hand? Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation.
You've heard of this provision, better known as the You First clause.
Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
F. Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? What damn language is this? What are you doing? Well, if you must know, I've been trying to make out the scars on my back. I can't see them, so I've been trying to feel my way about. They may as well be written in Rashimi. This isn't your problem, you know. Fine.
You can't read the text carved into his flesh, but you recognize the script. Any warlock would. It's infernal, the language of the hells.
And? What does it say? Infernal? Are you sure? Can you show me? What in the hells? What did he do to me? I have absolutely no idea. But it's no poem. 2 centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it. No. I could have missed it, of course, but I doubt it. Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something. Will we? How sweet.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Minthara set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Not a one. All that matters is that we free it. Fail, and I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front lines of the Blood War. Yes, unless Minthara actually fulfills her promise and sets me free. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Minthara scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss. Trust me on that. Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. They want violence, they want control, they want Baldur's Gate. Who better than Grand Duke Ravengard to surrender it? Who better than the commander of the Flaming Fist to dismantle its defenses? They will infect him, and the city's guardian will become its ruin, unless we put a stop to it. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
Gods damn it! Why did it have to be Minthara? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse? I want to believe that as much as you do. Almost as much as Will does. But I just know there will be more to the story. There always is. It's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You'd never win. Not ever.
Oh, goodness. Is it all that bad? I'm dreadfully out of practice. No better time to brush upon my skills then. It would do me no good to fail my new partner. Maybe, but I'm not so keen to perform solo. A duet's always been more my style. Which is to say, May I have this dance? Are you sure? I've been rehearsing, you know. I'd hate to put all that effort to waste. Oh. I mean, yes, of course. The sun only rests for so long.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
This vessel is at thine disposal. This soul... Oh.
What's the story? What next?
No time to dally. Onward then. Is that blood? No, never mind.
What path lies before me?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. How much farther can I go?
This vessel is at thine Thou art...
This vessel is at thy disposal. This soul...
Well, well, well.
My faith will guide me.
What to do? Moving ahead.
Resistance.
least things have stayed interesting.
This vessel is at thy disposal. Thou art.
These boots have seen everything.
What can I do for you, my friend? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on. Don't touch me.
Wanna dance?
All right. What now? Should mind my step.
It'll need to.
Come on, let's go.
No one's stopped me yet. Don't waste a step. Don't mind if I do.
Something smells tasty.
Nice and quiet now.
I need to concentrate.
Let's go. Find a route. 1, 2.
Let's have some courage. Be quick.
In position. This'll help.
Time to kill. On the way.
Now this is my happy place.
Hungry for the slaughter.
What should I do?
All right, Karlak. It's go time. My turn.
My faith will protect me.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
What now?
The lunar idol, really? Are you in need of a paperweight?
Never a dull moment. With haste.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Watch your back.
Still alive, so that's progress. Need to find a way forward. Anything of use? Let's move. Time to press ahead. Bet that'll fit in my pack.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
True soul of the Absolute, Corbliss by name. Wizard, General Thorn's favored. Unslaked hunger, unquenched thirst. Trapped shadow mastiffs, repels them with flame.
Dogs in the distance. Just outside the light, for now.
Spell. Continual flame.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
What a day.
Let's finish this.
Never a dull moment.
Bye forever, pal. Easy as.
This feels good.
Blood comes easy these days.
I'm ready. Let's move. Ready or no?
Ready for another round?
I'm ready.
tale that ends not as bad as it could have. Best be on my way. Always room for more. Is that wrong? One day, I'll catch a break.
Gods, it's hot in here. Close ranks.
Survival is all that matters.
This will do nicely.
Despite everything. No choice but to keep going.
That's it.
Gods damn it all! I can do nothing right! Not a damn thing! I was looking for Cal and Leah. What else? Instead, I found myself cornered by shadow fiends and in need of rescue. From you, of all bloody people. At least dead I'd have had a purpose. Perhaps as an appetizer for some cursed monster. I've failed Cal and Leah again. Be on your way. I'll return to Last Light. I know when I'm outmatched.
What path lies before me?
Someone there?
I've got a long road ahead. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Still breathing, despite everything.
Delicious.
What to do? Moving ahead.
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? General Ketherick's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarel's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Let's hope this Zarel likes what we have to say.
Praise the Absolute.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
The disciple will want to see you through the main door. Welcome, true soul. The disciple will have work for you, I expect. So much to be done.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business.
Florenta the Garotta. A Cambion I knew back in Avernus. She was the closest thing I had to a friend. That said, she would have choked the life out of me if I ever turned my back on her. The fact that she knows where I am, or where I might be going, doesn't exactly delight me. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. She's a half-devil. Impossible to read. I wouldn't have given her the time of day, but even I needed a laugh once in a while. What can I say? The bitch had good jokes.
Enough chatter. Your friend gave me 3 soul coins, said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for you, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. Do you want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Maveri. She was born to a cruel mother, and a violent father, and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Maveri. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Sure you will. This'n has got the soul of a man named Frakes. Lived in a village near Neverwinter. Hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help. Prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered. Made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Whatever you need to tell yourself. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ungir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins after the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand.
to go still.
Well, hello.
Better hope you can handle what I've got. If you have coin, then show it. I do not peddle. I put weapons in worthy hands. The Absolute needs warriors for her crusade. But I see only weaklings in this place. Prove it! Who's singing your name? That was you. I heard Ragslin was tough as dragon meat. Want anything from my stash? You pay less than the rest. Slaughter well, true soul.
Your family will answer. Eventually.
Each pack of recruits they bring in is worse than the last. Can't trust them to sweep the stables, let alone swing a sword. Yeah. They're deadweight. Not real believers, like us. Thank you, true soul. In her name.
Brothers, sister, pray with me while we wait.
I'm not...
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul. A pity neither of us saw what happened. Better to keep that quiet, unless you want another look from the receiving end. Look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who'd draw their ire. Hmm? All who pass through here find their way to the Absolute, one way or another. How painful the path is, well, that's up to them. But look at me preaching, and when I'm only here to serve. Anything to trade, true soul? An honor, true soul.
Keeps looking over. I'll feed him his own loincloth.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
The reaction failed.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? I've shown Barnabas a kinder way. A kinder name is only fitting. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. I have. It is one thing to hear her voice. Quite another to feel the power she can grant. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? The prayer, I think. Barnabas struggles with civilized speech, but he's been practicing.
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
Soul. No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Like a rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No? Barnabas? Darling? No!
There's a parasite in that corpse.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood and wants more. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Araj Oblordra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. I trade in blood, and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, hmm? Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale. But it's yours, if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. I can't say. It just smells wrong. Unnatural. Drinking it wouldn't kill me, but it would not be pleasant.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
Not to your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use. Welcome back, true soul. Come back anytime.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers?
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's Chosen for your failure?
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
Zarel's mind is a steel trap, but you cautiously ease your way in. You just need to shift her focus a little.
I'm being unkind. Anyone might have struggled with such imperfect tools. Goblins are prone to failure.
Yes. It's the goblins' fault. They failed you, General. Not me.
General?
Take Minthara below. Someone will have to consider her fate.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess.
And the goblins, General?
You, true soul. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies, isn't that so? What is your judgment?
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Enough! True soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
Lies! I served the Absolute! I did everything I was told!
And there you have it. We're too close to the ending, and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No! You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again. Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Please! Help me!
Well, that's done with. Might as well go say hello to Zarel then. The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more about his power.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Soldier.
No one back home will ever believe this. One day I'll catch a break.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciple Zarel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No. Better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient. Your confidence is delicious. I can see why the Absolute might be hungry to dig deeper into that mind of yours. I certainly am.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palate. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith.
You took pity on one of Shah's sorry little followers. Or was it genuine affection? Let's take a closer look. With the Absolute, your fantasies can become more real than flesh. The pleasures of the mind can surpass those of the body. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. Why not? What's the point in power if you don't get to have a little fun every now and again?
She gave me the power to cut the thread of life with a thought. But I can caress as well as cut. That's why you should stay on my good side. And the best way to do that is to serve General Thorm. I have a mission for you.
That's it. Play along. The closer you can get to the General, the closer you'll be to the answers you seek.
There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know.
She's suddenly nervous, on edge. Talking about the relic makes her anxious.
I am in awe of the power the relic must hold to be of such importance. General Thorm will not leave Moonrise without it. Fine. Talk to the Bugbear Quartermaster. Tell him he's to share my secret stash with you. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
It is not your time yet, Blessed One. The rooftop chapel is reserved for the General's private contemplation, save for those he chooses to ascend.
This must be the place. We have to get inside.
I'm sure you have done a great many things to get this far, true soul. But above, you will stand in her very presence. Such an honor requires more. Disciples Rel has given you a chance to earn that honor. Her design does not end at the grave, Blessed One. You will serve, whether you ascend or fall, and I find use for even the fallen. I hope that is some comfort to you.
What's hiding here?
disc is formed from slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. It closely resembles the disc that Lae'zel deciphered. This time, the symbols easily resolve into coherent words and sentences. The story of Orpheus further unfolds. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3. The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestil Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon, Ephelaman. Vlaakith's faithful roar out this tale. But beneath the roars we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Vlaakith's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son, Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. The chapter ends there. This disc might be of some interest to Lae'zel.
Disc? Are these Githyanki markings? Lae'zel might know.
Keep your distance, darling. A crooked touch.
Looking ahead. On my way.
What's that?
Careful, I bite. How for a skeleton key? Over here.
Let's get going. This night song sounds like the source of Ketheric's immortality.
That name. Not the first thing you'd think to call an artifact of the Absolute.
Maybe we can turn it against Ketheric, or destroy it.
The necromancer was experimenting on the tadpoles. But they were already imbued with Netherese magic.
With mutilated corpses
So where
of
did that
illithid
magic come
parasites.
from?
Whatever ungodly experiments were performed on them likely killed them.
give it a shot.
You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Bloodlust, murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an inability to follow orders.
I obeyed to the best of my ability!
And isn't that depressing?
You are nothing.
Minthara's mind connects with yours. Not strong as you remember it, but fractured, disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again. A challenge, sister. Who would be so bold?
Awful, sister. Meat that doesn't yet know it is dead.
I expected to be greeted as a hero. But the wretches imprisoned me and tried to tear my mind apart. I didn't think anyone would come for me. Erasing my thoughts and my will. Even I could not have endured for much longer. Agreed. Lead the way. I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose. Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby? Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
Trying to help you.